It's because I watch streams, so it's like my version.
No, I mean I know a lot of people on podcasts that have like say I've never like really sat down and listened to a podcast. They just do it because they like this aspect of it.
The talking.
I see.
And so you're like,
I like this aspect far better than I like
listening
to them, but I usually just have them in the background. Like,
No.
yeah.
I think that's the only reason why though. It's like I would be a podcast guy if I wasn't like a stream guy, you know, because like it's really one or the other. You either listen to.
How is it one or the other?
You can do both. You're doing both currently.
No, I don't mean that. I mean like
watching and listening?
Yeah, like you can.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I
like
see.
you can because for example, like when I have a guy in the background doing his stream, you guys probably have a podcast in your background. I can't do both, or else it's just like two different voices.
Me, an intellectual, into podcasts.
And then there's me, who's like, "What's up, Mogan? How you doing?"
Mogan.
So they call me
Mogan.
Ali,
Man,
who's like,
a
Alex in the
nickname for your
background.
nickname.
Yeah, dude, I get called Mog.
Mog. Kai.
Mojo calls me Kai now, which is weird.
Can I stop calling you Moog,
Don't call me Mog.
please?
It's supposed to be Mog, honestly.
Mog.
It's supposed to be Mog.
That's funnier.
Yeah, Mog.
What's up, Mog?
They call me Mogan. It's, you know, Mugen Kai is the...
Mugen.
Mugen Kai.
I like how when you say Mogan Kai, you say Mugen Kai.
Mugen Kai.
Mugen Kai.
Mugen Kai.
Mugen Kai.
Yeah, it's like Mugen.
Mugen
Kai.
Kai.
It's easy. Mugen Kai. Three syllables.
Mugen Kai.
But everyone says Mogan. Mogan Kai.
Mugen Kai.
Momo. What else? What's the other one I get a lot? Never said. Mogan, Momo.
Momo.
Yeah, I get called Momo.
Kai.
Is that it, really?
Ka.
Console peasant.
Console peasant.
Ew.
I get called console peasant a lot.
That's
Scrub.
funny.
Yeah, Scrub's
Scrub.
another.
Scrub. Bitch.
They call me Scrubble. Not bitch. I ain't gotten bitch yet. They just say I'm bitch made.
Bitch meat.
They call-
Alright guys, this is
they
the
call me-
MDRM movies cast.
That's
We're starting now. That's all gonna be in there. And
I'm editing it, so
well, keep it in.
no.
Oh, she said it.
Oh, anyway.
It is what she said.
Or he said.
Or he said. Alright, so yeah, so we're starting this, and this is, as always, this is the movie cast. We got Ja Boys, Tyler Dill, and Mugging Kai.
Alejandro.
Okay,
Mugen
all right,
Kai.
let's clear this. Let's clear the air on this. And we have a lot of noise coming from the peanut gallery. All right. Yeah, you're B. Anyway,
Smash Bros.
playing Smash Bros over there. Is it Mogan Kai
Muggin.
or is it like a you Mugen Kai?
Okay. I'm gonna literally send this out to my literal community.
All right, your literal community.
My little community that's slowly growing.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be like, this is how you say it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna highlight this.
How would you
Definitive right
spell
now.
it if you were to spell it like phonetically and like how you pronounce it?
Like if I was trying,
Yeah.
Mugen, so it'd be like M-A.
M.A.
Mugen.
Yeah, and then G-E-N, and then like that's really the difference. Like it would be a M because that's just how it's pronounced.
Wouldn't it
but
be-
it's spelled out like it looks like Mogen Kai, and it is technically Mogen Kai. But if you're saying it correctly, it's like Alejandro. Doesn't you know what I mean? It's spelled Alejandro, but like the way you roll it, it's the same thing. It's like you add the enunciation,
Like you would say,
yeah.
like
Accentuate, yeah.
chicharron or chicharron.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's that kind of thing. You know, it's more of a accent based sort
I
of.
see.
Yeah.
Well,
So
with that out
Let's
of the
talk
way.
about movies.
Anyways.
With that out of the way, we're talking about some movies.
Cinema.
Motion
Movies.
pictures.
Talkies.
Talkies. That's our
It's a
ritual.
rigmarole. Yeah.
Guys, what are we watching?
All right, I'm gonna let everybody else go. I'm gonna let everybody else go.
Well, I won't get into it because I'll save it for you. But we saw Alien Covenant recently,
Yes, we did.
and my very brief feelings on the movie.
You let me do the long form.
Yeah, I'll let you do the long thing because I know you're very passionate about it. And this will be like third or fourth movie cast in a row that you have passionately talked about Alien in some regard.
Yeah, and it's gonna die out probably
Yeah.
after this one. I think this is the last.
Right.
But I'm gonna have.
I was ultimately disappointed with the movie. It's not a bad movie. It's just, and it's interesting to see how like it's getting so many good reviews and it's doing so well for itself. It like beat out Guardians 2.
did
it beat out Guardians 2. That's
in the box
actually
office.
really.
Rated R.
Rated R. Yeah.
It's not a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
doesn't have
fun.
Chris Pratt in it.
Chris Pratt. Yeah. No.
But right. So that's all kind of a little surprising, but I was disappointed by the movie. Ultimately, I won't talk too much. Well, once I'll let you go, and then we can get balls deep. But
Okay.
Alejandro, you got something that you've been watching?
I'm sorry, man. I know you're really looking forward to it. That's all.
No, I will get into my whole thing about it. It's
post-mortem
not black and white. It's not a whole thing. I'll get into it. Go do your thing.
I don't really have much to say, really. The only thing I've been really watching lately is that I think I'm still just on that Masters of None. So
Master None.
I
was watching it the other day. It is very good. It's
like it?
It's so stylized.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I wasn't the first time I watched it. I was thinking like, oh, this is artsy. This is different. And then I was kind of more in that mindset, kind of more in that zone personally. So I was like, all right, I get it now. I get this. This is very good.
I think that'll be me because the first time I ever tried to watch it, I watched like the first 2 episodes and I kind of fell out of it. But I'm definitely gonna give it another go now that I've heard good things and kind of have a better idea
of what you're getting yourself into.
What it is.
Yeah, no, you're getting a really quality show, really well written. The thing is, Mateo and I were saying this the other day. The first season, I mean, I don't know anything about the second season, but the first season is literally like a cast of characters that are all Aziz talking to Aziz. It's just his thoughts in everybody else's heads.
Yeah.
Which is cool and interesting. It's just like kind of hard to latch onto at first, but then once you kind of get in that role,
it grabs you exactly. Yeah. I just think of like the pilot's shot really well and done really well, and then after that, just each episode being so thematic in its own presentation. Like you said, it's just all these thoughts. Like you said, you know, and I clinged onto that really fast, but I know I can see how other people had that sort of dissonance with it at first.
Lukewarmness at first.
Other than that, no. Surprisingly, it's probably been like one of my off weeks. I haven't really picked up anything new, or I don't think I've even put on a movie.
You've just been putting a bunch of hours into Persona.
That's probably
You know what I watched, and you know this a little bit. I watched Clown.
Cloyne.
No,
that movie is fucking.
I finished it. I finished it today with Allie. Okay. So in all seriousness, all right. So Clown. It's on Netflix. You know, I remember when it came out like a few years ago. I was like, oh, look, the trailer was like really cool.
Yeah.
And in all seriousness,
do you know about this, Alejandro? You look very lost.
I'm very lost.
It was a horror movie produced by Eli Roth.
Oh,
okay.
Also, the Weinstein brothers were like the Harvey Weinstein. I was like, what?
And it's this movie about like people who can change, who like it's a demon clown.
Yeah, it's a clown. It's a clown suit,
and people can like take that form.
If you put the suit on, then it's like skin. It like becomes you, and then it corrupts you, and you become like this like disgusting demon called the Cloyne.
The Cloyne.
So Venom.
But a clown.
But a clown. Okay, I get it.
In all seriousness, obviously the movie is like not super serious, and like, you know, there's some moments where it does get pretty emotional, and I'm like,
man, the best shot in that whole movie is when the bloody child's arm comes like shooting out of the slide.
Oh yeah, that was funny. The blood coming down the. I don't know. It was like. I feel as though it could have and should have went even further with the gore and the craziness.
It could have been a little bit more.
From what I hear, it sounds like it should be just like out of this world, sort of, kind of like
every time they
over the top
showed something really gross, where like he eats a kid or like kills somebody. You see blood and you see organs or whatever, but you know they always kind of cut away or they make it very abrupt.
Tiptoe.
You know, it's very like. It's like not dipping your toes in the water. It's like dipping your foot in the water, but it's still not a lot. And I was like, that could have been more. And then I was like, all right, the ending will have like this crazy shit will go down. And again, it was like almost there, even though the clown himself by the end, he looked disgusting.
Did he?
And it looked really good, you know, but it was really gross.
Okay. Allie's verifying over there.
Yeah. I don't think anyone cares about spoilers for Clown, so I'm just gonna say, you know, at the end, he does die. His wife kills him by like cutting off his head, basically.
Yeah. Because I remember that being a thing earlier in the movie.
But like, and he was trying. They were like in her house, and he was trying to like eat the son, like their son. He never gets to eat the son.
I told you he wasn't gonna eat the son.
Wait,
he's like, yeah, he's gonna eat the son.
Wait, so correct me on this because I'm a little lost here. He puts on the suit for what exactly?
Oh, all right. So his son's having a birthday party. The clown that they hired doesn't make it. So the dad
becomes
in
clown.
the attic, finds an old clown suit, puts it on, does the whole clown thing, and then can't take off the suit or the
like it won't remove.
It won't come off. Yeah.
Okay, and then it just slowly like makes him a demon essentially.
Yeah, becomes him.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, what? Why would you willingly put on this clown suit? Like, is
Cloyne suit.
Cloyne. It's the Cloyne.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Cloyne suit.
But that's the thing is, I wish he did eat the kid because like take that extra mile, man. You know, the movie is not good. So go a little further.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
just go
You
as
don't need to-
outlandish
you
as
don't
humanly
need to do a
possible.
quality check. on
Right,
this.
and there was one moment where just the wife is pregnant throughout the movie, and you're like, oh shit, like he's gonna eat the baby,
yeah.
out of her stomach.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And there's a moment at the end where he has her up against the wall, and he puts his hand on her stomach, and he's starting to like squeeze, and his fingers are like going into her stomach, and there's blood coming out. And then he hears the son like moving around, so he runs away. But then after that, the baby is never brought up again. You don't even know if it like died or if it survived or So I was just like, eat the baby.
That would have been sick.
Yeah. Anyways, enough cloying talk.
All right.
Let's get into Alien
Okay,
Covenant.
so Alien Covenant. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it.
This is already starting very.
I don't know if I've
Very
ever mentioned
grand.
it.
You're not that huge on the series, right?
That's why I was like, I don't.
Not a big Alien fan.
I was like, I've never mentioned that I like Alien, but I do, and
I don't think he likes Alien that much.
All right,
okay,
the joke is played
All right.
out already.
But this movie is very conflicting to me, and I've talked to you about it a couple times now. It's like when the credits rolled, and I was like fresh out of the movie. I was like, I didn't like that very much. I was like, it's not what I wanted. What I wanted when I first went into it was another original Alien, where it's like claustrophobic. You're with the xenomorph, and just scary shit's happening. Jump scares and crazy set pieces of like
Action.
the xenomorph being nasty.
Yeah.
And a cool chest burster scene.
Yeah.
Which
It's a backburster.
we didn't get. That was fucking.
That was
gross.
a good
That
scene.
was awesome, but it just. I'm not going to get into spoilers on this one because it just came out.
Yeah,
but
of course.
it went like we had read reviews and I talked about it on the show before where it was like starts off Alien, gets Prometheus in the middle, gets Aliens at the end. And it didn't really do that.
Yeah.
It was like kind of Alien in the beginning,
Very briefly.
then it just went full Prometheus 2.
And a little aliens at the
And
end.
a little Aliens at the end.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Alien on the ship.
Right, but it wasn't balanced, It was mostly Prometheus stuff,
It was
right?
mostly Prometheus.
So just
and it
like
was just-
straight, like useless exposition that you don't care about, that you personally don't care about.
Well, that's the conflicting part. It was like, I'm not going to say what the explanation is for what the xenomorphs are. I thought that was very satisfying. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. And that's
Like, you like what it
that
delivered?
gives me what I wanted out of that movie in terms of the explanation of the xenomorphs.
But it as a film, as a cinematic experience, was not what you were hoping for.
Not exactly. It just like it didn't fill the need right then and there. But the more I think about it, and like I've been reading a lot of like reviews and reading other people's thoughts on the movie, and basically the general consensus, as he was saying earlier, is that it's like a fantastic movie. And so I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, am I missing something? Like,
There's some element that's going over you.
yeah, I mean, like, I think what it will require me to do is, like I've said, I think I have to see it again to get a better feeling for it, because the first time I went in, like, Kevin fucking knocking over the lights. First time I went into it, I was like, I just want to be scared. I want it to be a simple movie, self-contained, all this stuff. But then it didn't end up being that way. I think I was just disappointed because it didn't meet my personal expectations and my personal wants for it. Now that I know what it is, I think I'm going to have a different opinion going into it. I think it's worth trying out.
Yeah. No, that's
And plus,
true.
it's an excuse to see another Alien movie in the theater.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I the one complaint that Carl and I both definitely have, and I'm not changing, is that the crew is not likable.
They're all
None
just
of them. Yeah, none of the characters.
I
are,
liked
like,
the characters in Prometheus. That's like the strongest thing it had. Was
the
I
characters.
like the characters. I like the crew. The first Alien by far has the most likable crew out of any of the Alien movies, and they're relatable. They're like normal people.
Yeah.
And in this and in Prometheus, they feel like science fiction characters.
they just feel poorly written or just have very, very bad sort of.
It's not even that they're bad.
Tropes.
It's just like
They're not interesting.
one of the greatest things about Alien is that like all of the characters are just people. They're not like scientists going on an exploration mission. They're like just people in like a cargo mission.
Yeah.
That just happen to fall upon this, and you relate to them. And
because they're so ordinary.
Yeah.
And okay, I get what you're saying.
And
with
they're
that.
just they're actual characters that are well written, and like. But this one, it was just like these are a bunch of scientists doing for the betterment of mankind, and like
a little heavy-handed.
Yeah, and like some of the scenes that I was like personally really excited to see. Didn't end up being the way I wanted it to be. And what I had, like when I'd watched those trailers a million times, what I had envisioned it was going to end up being. Thank you for crawling, Kevin. But, yeah, basically it wasn't what I wanted it to be initially. I think I need to see it again to get a better opinion.
Yeah, for me, the characters thing was a big thing, because you can't have a movie that you're invested in and not like any of the characters.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Well, what I said to you the other day, I think it still kind of is in my brain as like, this is what happened, is that Ridley Scott had this idea of like, here's how we explain the xenomorphs, here's how we explain and build the world, how do I make a movie about it? And then he just kind of...
It started with that idea, then he built the movie around the idea of...
The inception of the
Speaking of the
explanation.
xenomorphs, personally, I know some people, feel this way, but personally, I don't care about the origin of the xenomorphs.
Yeah, no, I mean...
I don't see why you need to have an origin story for them.
No, you're right about that. It's just that, like, that's been a question forever.
But why?
It's just a thing with the movie. It's like, where did they come from?
They're just
like,
aliens.
what are they?
Why are they on this ship? Why are these eggs here? Who put them here?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Who put them here?
They're not in nature. You know what I mean? Like, do the aliens run the ship? There's a lot of questions.
In the ship, yeah.
But it's fine. It's like I agree with you. They didn't need to explain it.
Yeah.
They don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
But like people have been asking.
People are just so
forever.
invested in what a xenomorph is and the entity that they want
I don't know. I just feel like in Covenant, the aliens or the xenomorphs rather, like a lot of the punch was taken out of them. I think seeing an origin story, but also they were kind of bitches in the movie.
Yeah.
And the CG was pretty poor.
Yeah, it was.
So all those things combined, I just thought the actual xenomorphs, because there was other versions of them, I guess. But the actual xenomorphs that we all know were kind of bitchy, I thought.
I thought like there were like some really cool shots of like there's but like there's this one like remember that whole thing, you're like,
but like what did they do?
They didn't really. That was the thing. That was the thing. And I don't want to get all into it. But generally, the xenomorphs themselves in that movie, were a little underwhelming. Yeah. For how much like they are on the marketing and on the posters, and on everything.
About, like what they actually did. And it's like.
See, in Alien, like the one xenomorph fucked
made hell.
Up everybody.
Yeah.
And so you're saying that Covenant just has a lot more xenomorphs that end up just basically being like little limp dogs
and
that
like
just don't do much.
It kind of takes the point out of the movie in a way. I'm gonna probably do a spoilery
talk at some point.
Video at some point about it because I feel like I have a lot to say about like what really happens in the movie. Yeah, but there'll be another one. There will be another one. We all know.
Well, my only question then, unless this goes into like super spoilery territory, what's the Covenant for?
Oh, Covenant's just the name of the ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That works.
Same thing with Prometheus.
Okay,
they could have
that
just
makes
named
sense.
it Alien Prometheus. In that, if you think about it like that,
it was more so a sequel to Prometheus than anything else.
Okay. All right, that works.
There was some cool moments in the movie that I was into, and those were the parts that were a little bit more suspenseful or a little bit more harkening back to the old Alien, stuff at the end there in the ship and stuff on the planet at night,
Things get. I mean, it does get really, really fucking crazy.
The CG was pretty poor
at certain points,
wasn't it? Yeah. I thought the xenomorphs looked good. The baby aliens looked really bad, I thought.
Okay.
And then those other aliens looked kind of bad too. The white ones.
Yeah.
But I was like,
well. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have right now. I thought I was gonna have more, but I think I will get like major into spoiler territory if I go any further. So
Fair.
All right, cool. So that's what we've been watching. And so I guess let's go into the main topic, which is I want to talk about comedy in film, like pretty much every aspect of it. You know, like what works, what doesn't work, favorite comedies, least favorite comedies, shit like that.
Okay. All right.
get into it. How do we start this off?
Well, I guess let's start off talking about some of our favorite comedy movies.
All right.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just want to? I'll name one that I have on my list of some of my favorites. I'll go with Young Frankenstein.
Oh,
Young
dude, good choice.
Frankenstein.
Yo, I remember like the first time I saw that, I was watching it with my dad.
Yeah, I saw my parents for the first time. Yeah.
And the fucking scene when he's with the blind man in the house where he's like trying to like the blind man's trying to do a whole bunch of stuff for him.
Yeah.
That scene is fucking genius. Pouring the soup on his lap and then like lighting his thumb on fire because he thinks it's the cigar.
Fucking what was it? Frau Bruha? Like, what's the name of that
Frau Blucher.
Yeah, and the horse.
Yeah.
Fucking that movie is my favorite like Mel Brooks, movie that he's
beat
done.
for beat, that movie's funny.
I love that it's just black and white, and it's just
it doesn't need to be black and white. That's like I was trying to like kind of wrap my head around that as a kid, and I was like, why is this black and white?
Yeah.
Like it's
came out
older
like
than that.
Came out like in the 80s.
Yeah. I love the fucking the scene when they're like when they first meet Igor.
Oh yeah.
And they're going down the steps and he's like, walk this way.
Yeah.
No. Walk this way.
This
is the hunch thing. It's so good.
That's a good ass movie, man.
Oh man, Young Frankenstein. I forgot about it.
I know. Yeah. I don't have it, but I want to.
Speaking on Mel Brooks, one of my favorite comedies of all time, one of the best parodies of all time, Spaceballs.
Spaceballs
is good, man. Spaceballs is really good.
It's a good one.
It's been a long time.
Man, I've been seeing a lot of Spaceballs memes popping up, and it's making me really happy. Like I keep seeing the one that keeps popping up is the
Lone Star.
is the one where they're out in the desert and they're like using the giant combs, combing the desert. We ain't found shit.
Comb that desert.
Oh, those are some of like the best style of movies I think when it comes to comedy.
Schwartz is as big as mine. Sorry.
So Mel Brooks or Monty Python?
Mel Brooks for me. Yeah. I mean, like Monty Python has. I mean, of course, the Holy Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail.
A fantastic fucking
so funny,
movie.
Dude.
And one of my personal favorites of Monty Python's is Life of Brian.
Life of Brian.
I think that movie's great. And like it gets into that weird kind of like social commentary thing.
Yeah.
But I definitely prefer Mel Brooks. I just think like his comedy style is more just beat for beat, always consistently funny. Monty Python has kind of an SNL effect to me sometimes, where it's like
some hit, some don't.
Some are really funny,
and some are just
really stale.
Yeah.
Just mad. Who did Men in Tights?
Oh, that was Mel Brooks.
Yeah,
that was Mel Brooks. Okay, yeah, because that's probably one of my spoofy comedies of like the 80s and 90s, like that kind of stuff. You know, like
what happened to spoof movies?
They died because we went on to like Scary Movie and the whole that franchise as a whole. You know, it moved into some darker territories.
Like Scary Movie started out okay.
It did 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Oh yeah. Man, 2 is so good.
Yeah, 2 is a cult classic.
So fucking funny. Like with the guy with the little hand.
Grab my hand. The chick is like hanging out the shit, and he's like, grab my hand. It's like the gross hand. Yeah,
I love the scene when they're like they all have the mashed potatoes and they're like putting their my germs. He's like my germs.
Was that the one with signs in it or
no? That's 3.
That's 3. The aliens.
Oh shit! The part where he puts the hand up in the turkey. He's like, put the honey hole. I love it.
Who played? Chris Elliott played him. That's right. I remember the gross guy. But yeah, spoof movies like fucking went off the rails. Dude.
They went somewhere else, man.
They started doing those movies like Meet the Spartans.
Oh yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
they went
superhero movie,
epic movie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
Then you got like the more recent ones, like the Wayne brothers doing their like haunted house is one of them.
yeah,
yeah,
but that I didn't see it, but that looked like in that same vein of just like
yeah.
you know, really
Over the top,
stupid.
dumb. Yeah. And I think that's what
There's
happened.
no
like,
wit.
That's where the difference is, that like these movies, these newer ones are just based off of very crude, very just like going for the cheap laugh kind of humor, you know. While old ones, you know.
Where's the sharp wit?
Yeah, the little like I think like all that. Yeah, like that's the love of those movies, man. There's love in those movies.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
Like
it is.
I don't know, and I know I'm bringing back the same scene, but like one of the scenes in Young Frankenstein, the scene with the blind guy, is so genius because it just starts and it doesn't fucking stop until it stops. There's no like Mel Brooks thought like, how can I make this one little idea, you know, the monster stumbles into a blind guy's house, as funny as I can.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to just like dick and fart jokes.
Yeah.
It's like, another really funny old movie is Arsenic and Old Lace.
I haven't seen it.
Dude. So that's actually a really good movie. I want to actually pull it up because I want to get some of the details right. What year did it come out? Old Lace. Okay, so I think it came out in 1944, and it's like really ahead of its time for comedy, I think. And
really old. Oh my god.
It's about this guy who, so he has these two aunts that live together, and he finds out it's like it's his wedding day. He finds out that his two aunts that live together are serial killers, and they lure in old men into their house who are like lonely old men, and they kill them, and then they like keep them like in their basement or whatever.
His aunts.
His two aunts, yeah, they live together, and so he finds this out, and he plays it so well. It's Frank Capra directed it, which is really interesting.
Frank Capra.
Yeah, he did His Wonderful Life, but Cary Grant, Cary Grant's the main character, the main actor in this movie, and this is one scene.
Man.
This is one character who's like lives with the aunts. I forget. I think maybe it's his. I don't remember exactly, but I think this is his brother. Maybe he lives in the house with them, but he thinks he's insane. He thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt, and he's always like pretending to be like a Rough Rider. He's like a sword and shit. And there's this one scene where he they have a basement, and he like opens the basement door, he closes it, and then the camera stays where it is, and then you just hear him tumbling down the steps like.
It's very like cheeky. You see,
It's very The Office.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. But another one that I put on here for my favorite comedies, I put on some more. Oh, dude, great spoof movies. Speaking of spoof movies, this is Spinal Tap.
Oh, dude,
that's another
Spinal
cult
Tap
classic. Yeah.
is like that's another one that was ahead of its time.
One of those mockumentaries.
Yeah, it was a mockumentary. It even you might not think it like outrightly, but I really think that this is Spinal Tap paved the way for things like The Office.
Oh yeah,
very similar. Yeah.
And
it's
and
the
like Parks and
undertone
Rec.
humor. It's the stuff that like
just flat.
Yes,
Yeah.
flat
So
line
realistic.
delivery.
It's so funny, dude. It's like the whole spontaneous combustion joke is
he died.
genius. Yeah, he died. He just spontaneously.
Every one of their
combusted.
drummers just like dies.
Yeah, they just-
all that was left was like a tiny globule on his drum set.
yeah.
Or and then dude, when the Black Album or whatever that they put out, and he's like, this is so black. It's like, how much more black could this be? And the answer is none. None more black.
I'm trying to. I know there's got to be other like really good mockumentaries because that's like a genre I do enjoy a lot. It's just I'm struggling to remember any other the good ones right now.
I mean, that's the best one.
Yeah,
I know
it's
that
gotta
is.
be
Yeah,
best-
this is Spinal
it's the
Tap.
staple.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, I
Smelt the
really,
Gloves. Sorry, I just remember the name of the Smelt the Gloves here.
I really enjoy Chris Farley.
Yeah.
I think
Chris Farley humor
he was a
was-
fantastic.
You're a fan of Tommy Boy, aren't you?
That's where I'm going with this. Tommy Boy is a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Tommy Boy and Black Sheep. They're both I think like
I haven't seen Black Sheep.
Man, like Tommy Boy is just so well written, and it's so like the dynamic between Chris Farley and David Spade. And I
it
normally
works so well.
Yes, I normally can't stand
David Spade.
But in that movie, he's just so fucking funny. He's so dry to Tommy all the time. And it's it's like insult humor at its best.
Yeah, okay. David Spade, he
He fell off the rails.
he fell off the rails a bit, but I always had a little bit of a liking for David Spade.
I did too. Like I've always liked him in certain things and in certain ways, and ever since Cusco.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my likability to him. The
Right.
voice that he did for that character.
I also have I have Holy Grail. Anchorman is a pretty
Oh,
solid.
yeah.
The whole Will Ferrell
Will Ferrell.
experience.
Will Ferrell, one of the best modern day comedy
gurus.
actors.
I would say, like he's still funny to me.
Yeah,
Which is
Even-
very shocking.
Even I mean, I know Blades of Glory gets a lot of shit for being a bad movie, but I love Blades of Glory.
It's hilarious.
That is my
It's
only
so-
comedy I own.
Is it? Oh yeah,
the
you do.
only comedy I own.
Blades of Glory,
is Blades of Glory.
Anchorman. What are his other big?
Yo, we got Step
Step Brothers.
Brothers.
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is so good.
That's going.
Yeah, I go with that. You know, I even like him to serious roles because he still just brings his like own.
He's a
He's
good
a very
actor.
good actor.
Yeah, good flavor, good taste.
flavor.
I don't know. He's just such a likable guy.
You know what's not a really good movie?
Talladega Nights.
Yes.
It's subpar. You know,
You know, I mean, you're right. It was like
it has its merits. I mean,
It
it's
was-
a nostalgic thing for me.
It is
I watched
nostalgic.
it a lot when I was a kid.
I did too, but then I watched it recently. Not like recently, but I watched it like within the last year.
It
I
didn't
watched
hold up
it,
to you?
and I was like, "This does not hold up." That's what I thought at least. I
That's a
thought it
shame.
was probably it was funny for when it came out, probably 2006 roughly. But I was like, "This is not funny anymore." The jokes are very predictable and very.
Step Brothers is still
Step
very
Brothers is good, man.
Still
That's-
very, very good. And Anchorman holds up.
Anchorman
Anchorman
and Anchorman 2. I like Anchorman 2 a lot. Not as good as the first one.
no,
All
it's
right,
good.
so the other day, I'm gonna call Mateo out on some shit.
All right.
He was looking at your collection. He's like, "Ew, why does he have Anchorman 2?" I was like, "Anchorman 2 was fantastic."
Yeah.
He was just like, "Not at all." I was like, "It's better than Zoolander 2."
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Zoolander though, the original.
And then-
Zoolander, the
That-
original.
And then,
Yes.
and then he had the gall to say, he's like, "No, I think it's worse."
Anchorman 2 is worse than Zoolander 2?
Yeah.
That is
No,
false.
That's heathenous.
That's not even. That's wrong.
I don't even care about your opinion.
Yeah.
At that point, yeah, just walk
But-
away.
Zoolander though is really good. I like
Zoolander's a
Zoolander
fantastic
lot.
comedy.
There's just some of those movies that just have like that, like just perfect delivery of joke and humor, you know, where they can mix the reality with the joke, you know, and it gives you that just like nice mixed balance of like I could believe this to an extent. You know, what does that really well too?
What?
Super bad.
Super bad.
It does that
Superbad
really
is
well.
good.
Yeah, like
movie.
it's just enough of like outlandishly dumb scenario with like the humor mixed in there to the point that you're like, that's almost over the top, but just not enough.
Well,
you
that
know?
leads you into the whole Jonah Hill experience.
Jonah Hill has some good stuff.
no, that's,
and he has comedy even when he's not being in a comedy. Like he's just a good all around comedic actor.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude. He's a nice dude.
What are
Seeing him bang a stripper was very funny. And
what are some comedies that maybe aren't necessarily like really good movies, but are just like super nostalgic for you guys?
I think there was actually one I wanted to mention earlier because you guys were like loving Young Frankenstein so much, and just made me think of like a really old comedy it takes one joke, like you said. You take one joke, and it's not what you're thinking. You know, I feel like you were thinking about something there. You had a face.
I got one in my mind.
Because you said like it takes
one too.
Young Frankenstein walking to a blind guy's, and then how does he make a whole thing out of that?
Yeah.
The movie that I love for some reason, I definitely need to go back because I don't know if it's a case of rose tinted glasses or not, but like two guys find a dead guy, and they got to ride out for the whole
Weekend at Bernie's?
Weekend at Bernie's,
Weekend
man.
at
Weekend at
Bernie's
Bernie's is
is
amazing.
fantastic.
Yes.
Don't
Okay.
Yeah, Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's is so good.
Like that is like
it's so funny.
the dumbest plot line in the world.
Yeah,
I love it
for sure.
Like just sunglasses on.
Man, Weekend at Bernie's is so
We
good.
watch it, man. Oh.
So is that a super nostalgic movie for you?
Super nostalgic, like just really, really just the right time. And then my 2000s one, which I know you guys don't understand this and never will, but
Okay.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh yeah, you're really
I don't know
hot
why.
on that. You're really hot on that.
It's so funny. It's just same thing, like almost too over the top.
Yeah.
But mixed in with just enough reality to kind of bring me down.
Dude, there's a lot, but the one comedy that's like super nostalgic to me that is the first one I think of when someone's asks me this question is Dodgeball.
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 Yes.
Dodgeball's good.
Yeah.
You
Dude.
can't, like, man, all right. Dodgeball is so funny.
Ben Stiller's character
Ben Stiller fucking
makes that movie.
makes that movie in my opinion.
Like, Vince Vaughn
White
is, like-
Goodman, the character.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
that's the movie.
Oh yeah.
No one actually blew my own blood. Nobody.
That movie's absurd.
My favorite line in the whole movie is that fucking line when they're like, "Is it necessary that we run out into traffic?" He's like, "Is it necessary that I drink my own piss?"
But I like the taste.
Oh my god.
What's your go-to nostalgic comedy?
Okay,
Tyler?
two nostalgic comedies. One is actually like not that good. We've talked about it
Okay.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's not that good, but it's still very nostalgic. The other one is still like a really good movie. The good movie is Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
I watched a lot with my family
Rodney Dangerfield.
when I was a young lad.
Yeah.
Youngie.
That movie is
Chevy.
fantastic. I normally don't like Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
That movie's
He's
great.
good. I
Chevy
like him in that movie. I don't like him like in anything else, really.
Yeah.
Like,
Not even like the National Lampoon stuff?
No, I hate him.
You don't like him in the
It's not because
those
he's bad.
vacations?
He's always plays like a fucking tool bag.
He
Yeah,
always
it's true.
He
does.
plays
No,
a
it's
tool
true.
in Caddyshack, but it's like more likable.
It's funny because the whole cast is more funny, I think, and the whole movie is, and it's not centered around him.
Yeah.
A lot of this
That's
National
true.
Lampoon
That's
stuff
true.
is centered
He's
around
a side. He's used as a good side character.
Yeah, Caddyshack is very good.
What's the other one that's not good?
You know what I'm talking about.
Do I?
We're talking Wild Hogs.
Oh shit!
no.
Yes!
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I know we've really gone into this movie on this show before.
Yeah.
Like
but
twice now.
Wild Hogs.
Wild
Kidding me?
Hogs.
Dude, we need to watch that soon. Like this week. Wild Hogs. Do you have it?
My dad has it on Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray.
Not on Blu-ray, on DVD.
Doesn't
DVD.
matter.
If I'm at work,
Find it.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll grab a copy. But
Oh, they have like 10,000.
that is worth my
Madrid.
Blu-ray collection.
Spain?
That's just a bad movie.
That is not. They should have had a sign like, next gas station, X amount of miles.
Oh no!
Did anyone
That
else?
movie is so
That gets
trash.
me. That movie gets me juiced.
Dolph
It's so good.
Fuegos.
I always forget that Ray Liotta's in it, and then
Ray
I see
Liotta.
it, and I'm
Like lol.
yeah, chicken fights, fellas. Marco Polo.
That movie is so good.
Y'all make me sad with that one. Did anyone else have like a?
I'm looking at one that we haven't mentioned. Back to the Future. Is that a comedy?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
enough, I guess.
Back to the
Future is
Future is fantastic.
I think it's just one of those movies that mixes like comedy enough with. I don't want to call it drama, but I think it's an action adventure too.
It's an event. Yeah, action
Yeah.
adventure.
It's a lot of things, but I think at its core,
It's a
trying to be
comedy.
funny.
It's comedy. Yeah.
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 It's just a well balanced movie.
It's good adventure. It's an adventure. Yeah.
Dude, okay. I love like 80s comedies. Just like really 80s comedies.
Okay. Lay some on me right now.
Like so I'm talking like 16 Candles.
Word. Okay. I was never into
comedy.
John Hughes.
That's not a comedy.
Well, it's a little bit of a drama, but it's
a
a
drama.
drama, but it's also a comedy. It's that kind of 80s mixture of both, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I understand. I was never into the John Hughes stuff too
I
much.
was. I like it. I like that. I mean, that he did Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
like
again,
Breakfast
like
Club a
Breakfast
lot.
Club is definitely a comedy, but it also is a heavy drama.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great movie. I think
It's a
all
great
around
movie.
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
And it's so self-contained as we've talked about. It's it's in that
That's
one room.
true. I like
The
that.
whole movie.
I like that.
Trying to think of others that I'm like really into. I know you're not that into
The Goonies. Come on.
Yes.
but when I was gonna go to real quick, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
That movie is fucking
Fantastic choice.
phenomenal.
Good movie.
It's another one that mixes that drama
And the comedy just enough. Yeah.
A parody movie starring one of my mains, Winona Ryder.
Ooh.
Which one?
Heathers.
What?
Was that Winona Ryder? That was Winona Ryder.
Which one?
Heathers.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. We can't even.
Goodness,
that.
guys! I got to pitch this movie to you a little
right.
bit. Okay,
A pitch.
Heathers is. I got to make sure that it's Winona Ryder before I keep going on. Heathers is a movie that like.
Yeah, she's in it.
Okay. Yeah, she's a star of it. It parodies all those movies like Breakfast Club and like the John Hughes stuff, 16 Candles. It's like Winona Ryder is just like, your average like girl next door. Christian Slater comes in, he's like a bad boy, and there are these three girls, like clique girls named all named Heather. All three of them are named Heather. and they're like evil. They're, bitches. And so Winona Ryder and Christian Slater set out to kill the Heathers.
That's
Okay.
I like the sound of
All
this movie.
right.
They go out and they're like, Christian Slater's voice is fucking disgusting in this movie. I don't know why I hate it. But they said, well, it was Christian Slater's idea to go kill the Heathers, and that's the plot of the movie.
I like it.
And it's fucking awesome. It's funny start to finish, well made, and it parodies those movies really well while being tasteful.
While being tasteful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I like the sound. I do like the sound of it. Actually.
And I really like Winona Ryder.
When did it come out?
It said like 88, 89.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And it parodies those movies in that time frame too. That's pretty
So
impressive.
it's like, it's pretty like with the times. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a great
understands
movie.
the contents. That sounds like a fun one.
So some directors that I want to point out that I like a lot is the Coen brothers, who they do fantastic comedy, but they also do drama a lot too.
Yeah.
But they do movies that maybe aren't like comedies, but they have a lot of comedy in them.
Fargo.
Like Fargo.
Fucking
Fargo.
is hilarious.
Yeah,
and
I mean, Big Lebowski is
Dude, Big Lebowski is the most obvious.
the most obvious
that
comedy,
they've done.
but
Yeah.
Fargo is like, it's so funny,
Yeah.
but it's really serious.
Yeah, and dark. Yeah,
Dark humor. That's one of those. That's a really hard world to balance out.
Yeah, and they just do it masterfully.
Big Lebowski, funniest scene. Fucking the coffee container of Donnie's ashes
my
that
God, it's
the
so
dude
good.
shakes out on the hill.
No,
not
the
dude. Walter. does
Walter,
that.
good night, sweet prince.
When
Just
it
blows back into the dude's face. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. He's like, God damn it, Walter.
And Hail Caesar, which I wasn't crazy about. Did you
didn't see
see
that,
Hail
no.
Caesar?
I heard it was good because
Yeah, no, it was good. But I wasn't crazy about it. But hilarious movie. And this is one scene with Ray Fiennes and Alden Ehrenreich, who's playing Han Solo. And they have this scene together, which I can't describe it. You have to just see it. It's one of the funniest scenes in the entire movie. Even though it's like pure comedy, like it made me like believe that this guy Alden Ehrenreich is like a really good actor.
Really?
So I'm looking forward to Han Solo
cool.
for that reason.
That's cool.
And Han Solo is a funny character too,
Right.
so he has to have that.
Naturally.
See, I think personally the funniest scene in Big Lebowski, because and that's the one thing that Coen Brothers do that is amazing is that they make these actors that you would never see in comedy roles, be really funny.
Yeah.
Is that scene with Walter and the dude in the car trying to make the drop off? Fucking Walter just blows past it. He's like, we're keeping the money, dude. He's like, what the fuck are you doing, Daddy? not Donnie. Walter, whatever.
Yeah. Dude, John Goodman is so funny in that movie. It's absurd.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
He is on another
Walrus.
level.
Those were
movie.
I am the walrus.
I'm the walrus.
I am the walrus.
Oh, and John Turturro. I'm the Jesus.
I am the G.
Oh my god, that character is so weird.
I love
It's
it. I
perfect.
love it.
Yeah.
The music that
I'm the
plays in
Jesus.
yeah. It's a whole thing. And like, why?
I'm
Like,
Jesus.
why is this scene in here?
Yeah.
He diddles kids, dude.
Also talking about like. Comedies. We're talking about going to show territory.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking The Office
Yeah.
is the pinnacle. I mean, it's like so ingrained in our brains, but like The Office has to be like one of the best comedies.
And the reason I think I know you're not like the hugest Office guy, but
Vern's over there.
smiling.
And eyes.
But why don't you come here, Vern?
Yeah, Vern
We'll talk
did it
about
on
this.
some. On some
See me?
Oh my god!
oh
All
my
right,
gosh, looks like a gray ass sausage right now.
Come on, Hammy. Okay,
Ham
so
bone.
no, okay. So one of the
Ham
best
steak.
things about The Office is that like consistently just churns out like as many times I've watched it, funny things that I didn't notice before.
Right.
Yes.
It's so rewatchable.
Yes.
It is. I think I can agree to that as well. This is just that I'm on probably rewatch number 6 of that goddamn show. It's ridiculous.
And you
but,
still find
but there's
like,
still new things.
Yeah.
There are
dope
still
stuff.
Because
little-
I love how subtle they get sometimes. With even I know sometimes people make fun of this thing, but even just the smallest looks or facial expressions are fucking hilarious sometimes.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite moments is we were talking about this recently is when Michael's listing off his former lovers, and then Pam's like Helene, and he's like. Or is it Helen or Helene? It's Helene. Right?
Clean, yeah.
And he's like, who? And she's like, my mother, Michael. And then it just shows Jim's face, and he's just like,
I love when like they take characters, they do it a lot in the show, and they make them do things you wouldn't expect.
yeah.
Like that scene with Jim when he finds out that Michael is dating Helene.
Yeah.
And the way he freaks out is so
freaks out,
take a different way home, man.
So out of character, yeah.
Get out of here, Toby. Yeah, get out of here.
Not now, Toby, my God.
It's
Yeah,
just-
and that's what I love too is like Jim, like Pam's character has a lot of funny shit about her, but Jim's character especially, they play him as the straight man for so long, and then once you get comfortable with Jim's character, they start like fucking poking fun at Jim. Then,
yeah.
especially when Charles comes in, and
Yes.
Jim is just not.
And when he's
yeah.
co-manager for a
when
bit.
he's co-manager,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna rewind.
But I love his relationship with Charles, and how Charles just like hates him, and how Jim, like the very first day, he's wearing a tuxedo when Charles comes in.
Bye, Charles. Bye.
But
It's so good, and Parks and Rec can't
Parks
go
and Rec can't
without
be left
being
out,
mentioned
yeah.
because it's like I went into that show. I was like, I want more of The Office, and so I'm gonna watch this show. And it didn't end up being that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it for the longest time.
Yeah.
I
same.
had the same problem where I tried watching it originally thinking it was going to be something different.
Yeah.
And I was really taken away like in a negative, aspect. I was just like, I do not like this.
Right.
And then it just happened one day. I just went back to it, with a much more open mind, trying to give it that chance. And after season 1, boom, every season after just like nailed me in, like just like got me
nailed
stuck.
you.
Yeah.
nailed you in.
Yeah, see,
the
the
coffin.
only character I don't like is Anne. And like,
Yeah, she's a fucking flat character.
other than
She's flat soda, but she's still like she's in there, so you can have her to like she's like a palate cleaner, palate cleanser.
mm,
But
Sorry,
The
I don't
Office
think
doesn't
so.
have that.
The Office doesn't need that.
I think Pam is their version of that.
No,
really.
Pam's
No.
way better than
Pam
that.
is so much
kidding?
funnier than
Yeah.
Anne.
She's funnier for sure. I
That's
just
what
think
the point
she's
is.
the
It's a
most
comedy.
vanilla.
But she's a really, like,
Very vanilla. Come on.
she is, I guess you could say vanilla, but
I mean,
I don't-
she's artistic.
She's a different dynamic. I can agree with
Just
that.
like her reactions to Michael is
Yeah,
the funniest thing in the world.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, the funniest shit. But
it's really interesting though, seeing the very, like, first season
Mm-hmm.
and how, like, Pam, especially Pam, like, she, like, cries when Michael, like, fake fires her. Like, Pam is so much different from, like, season 1 to, like, the end of the show.
It's true.
She's so
It's
much
true.
more timid and, like, quiet and, But that's the thing, though, is Pam had a personality.
they developed her
And
just like
Had no
stays,
person. Like,
yeah.
Pam, even being, like, super timid and flat and vanilla, not flat, but, like, just, like, in the beginning of the show, how, like, reserved she was. That's even more. That's a personality, Like, Anne just had no personality. She was just, like, boring.
yeah.
Boring character.
I don't know.
I was a Perkins fan. But
Another show kind of in the vein that should definitely be mentioned. Arrested Development is
Dude,
so
paved the way
It
for
paved the way for
shows
shows
like
like
The
that.
Office and Parks and Rec.
Absolutely,
Brooklyn
dude.
Nine-Nine,
Have you seen
Modern
have you seen Parks and
Family.
Rec?
yeah,
Dude, I mean Parks and Rec, Arrested Development.
yeah. It's the weakest of the 3 for me. That's the
Really?
thing. I like
Really?
it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I finished
Dude,
it.
don't let Mateo hear you say that.
I think
He
it's
will
good. It's
lose
just
his mind.
Dude,
I don't know. It's just I
you
think
hear
the
that-
characters just aren't as likable, and I'm actually like I don't like shows that have the main protagonist or the main characters like suffer so much. It's the kind of humor that I don't enjoy.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
dude.
can't. I don't know because like same thing with like Johnny Bravo, like where he's a dumbass
always
who gets
get-
himself
yeah.
in a situation, but like I just hate seeing the main person like constantly lose. The only show that does it well enough for me is It's Always Sunny, and that's just
Well,
because.
every character's losing always.
show's so good.
But it's
Oh,
because
yeah.
like the characters
We
deal
haven't
so
mentioned It's
well
Always
with
Sunny
it,
yet.
man. They deal with it so well, or they just it doesn't even phase them. They're just like Charles, like, I'll just do that again tomorrow, or something. Like they just go
yeah.
on the
But-
whole new scheme and scam, and it's just
Yeah.
so
Scheme
funny.
and scam.
Before we go down that rabbit hole,
Yeah.
I want to give a little bit more light to
Yeah, yeah.
Arrested. Like, the writing on that show is out of this world. It's on another level.
It's probably the best written. I just
Yeah.
that,
character
Sharpest
and
dialogue.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is,
I
and
haven't watched
again,
that one yet.
Mateo's like hearing me talk about it from wherever he is right now, kind of getting half chub. But both of those shows are just like masterfully written to like if you watch the show enough, you start like picking up on like these like concurrent jokes that you're like, wait a minute, that came from there, and like it's perfect. It's a very well done show.
Yeah, I mean, of all
Season 4 sucks, but
of all these shows, do you guys think you can rank your top 3,
out of those 3,
or just no?
out of all these shows,
all the comedy shows that we've been talking about? Yeah,
Talked about? Yeah, I think it's a pretty straight. For me, it's like It's Always Sunny.
number 1.
Then Parks and Rec, and then The Office.
Okay.
That's the way I would rank it.
out of my favorite comedy shows, it's probably going to be. That is really hard. It's Always Sunny. That's going to be
number 1.
No, I don't know.
Just,
number one. I don't
in
know.
there,
Just
yeah.
in the top 3.
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny, The Office, and that third slot
Yeah.
is really hard
Parks
because
and Rec,
it's
Arrested.
either going to be Parks and Rec or Arrested, and like I think Arrested is the better show.
Yeah.
I think it is like of a much higher caliber as a show. But I've watched Parks and Rec way more, and I
more
find it more
entertaining.
rewatchable than Arrested Development. Arrested Development is like almost exhausting. It's so good.
Yeah. It's so on it all the time.
Big delivery, but it's just too much at once.
The characters on Arrested Development are just so good.
Yeah, Tobias.
Tobias Funke
Funke.
and Job.
Yeah.
Will
Joe, I
Arnett is so
love
funny.
Joe. Yeah, yep. And, but Michael Scott is definitely, at least in my opinion, the best written comedy character of all those shows, man.
No, I
Michael
think so,
Scott
too.
eclipses all.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that like his personality is so unique
Yeah.
and like
It's so well realized.
his
Yeah, that's true. It is.
his relationships with all the different characters are like when you see Michael have a conversation with Phyllis, you know which way it's gonna go.
Yeah.
And especially with Jim and Pam and Dwight.
Yeah.
And you like each character he has like a running joke with.
Yeah,
Basically, like a constant good one too. It never feels tiresome. Even the Toby thing, which is so.
Oh yeah, the Toby thing's fun.
This is so dumb, and like there's such like the internet's like, why does he hate Toby so much? Like, what's that? And it's just like.
Joke.
And just that's the joke.
fun,
And
yeah.
like even with like Stanley, like
Yeah.
you know he's gonna go the direction of black man.
Yeah.
You always
Yeah.
know he's like and Stanley, in our family you're a mailman.
Yeah. Big butt, even bigger heart.
Yeah. No, I agree on that.
Another
Definitely
show that I completely fell out of for such a long time. I really, really want to go through all of it again. Is Modern Family.
Oh yeah,
I
that's a good
stopped
show.
watching after like season 3 just because what's funny though is that show blew up. But I remember watching the first season when it just came out,
I remember too.
and there was no hype around it at all.
Cam told me about it.
Cam. I remember I watched the first episode of it ever in an airport with Cam. I forget where we were going, but yeah. And then now it's like it's still going. It's not. They haven't ended it yet.
But
And really funny show.
Y'all were in that Cheers hype for a while too.
Cheers.
Cheers is
Yeah, I
great.
did. I've
Cheers
watched
is
Cheers
great.
for a while. Seinfeld.
I forgot about Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
You guys are actual Seinfeld like
Dude,
fans?
Seinfeld
yeah.
is perfect.
See, I'm not one of those Seinfeld fans that like. There are some Seinfeld fans. If you make the most like obscure joke, they'll get it.
Yeah,
like,
that's
right
us
away.
with The Office.
That's us with The Office.
But-
But Seinfeld is so good.
I've only seen like 2 episodes ever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think it was just one of the shows that looked too dated for me, and I don't think I would have understood the humor.
No,
Dude,
it's
the
like
humor is ahead of
you
its time.
Okay.
Ahead of its time.
Well, you don't. I know what you're saying. It looks like
Like
a
a
Friends or
Yeah.
like something in that vein.
Yeah.
It looks like on the surface, they're kind of young, kind of old adults, in New York,
Yeah.
doing New York
They
things.
just all look like really weird people.
But
That's true. It's so good.
it's the running jokes,
Yeah.
the just Costanza
Stanza
and
and
fucking
Kramer.
Kramer are enough.
It is ridiculous. Yeah. Jerry playing the straight man, occasionally getting like that gym treatment where they poke fun at Jerry.
Yeah. Yep.
And Elaine's really solid too. Like I don't know if I could. One of my favorite running jokes is when Elaine is like super surprised by something, and she shoves somebody. She's like, "Get out!" And she just shoves, and then it's always they always like topple over. Like she like pushes Kramer, like he just fucking falls over. Kramer's Michael Richards' physical humor on that show is out of the world.
Like it wouldn't be the same without the hair.
The hair adds.
The hair just like every time he moves, it moves with him.
Yeah, the little wave. Also, I love that show, and It's Always Sunny, mostly because they have no ounce of drama in the show.
No, it's true.
Seinfeld and It's Always Sunny never touch drama.
like anything, even near emotional levels, right?
No,
Never.
Nothing. Okay.
Never. The Office does it, Parks does it,
all
Arrested does
do.
it. Those two just never touch it.
They just stay light and fun.
Yeah.
And every time you think it's gonna go that way,
It doesn't.
they turn it around.
Yep.
And make it like, especially in It's Always Sunny, make it really gross.
Yeah.
Really terrible.
But and like with shows like Modern Family, it's really funny show, but they have every episode ends with a very lighthearted,
Sort of
nice thing.
and that kind of I think that cheapens those shows too. Is what happens is that you feel like it becomes so less genuine almost if you get that kind of delivery.
Genuine?
Genuine.
Genuine? But yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that's my turn off to some things like that. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you just want pure comedy.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Another show, pure comedy. All right, I'm gonna talk right here. We're gonna get real good. SpongeBob.
Yo.
Oh.
SpongeBob.
Season 1, 2, 3.
Seasons 1, 2, and 3.
That's all that matters.
Did no one just see how like
Wait.
like the hidey hole is she's like
Yo,
So creepy.
SpongeBob is so fucking funny.
It is.
Those first 3 seasons, man.
they really
Out of this.
that's the future. That was the future.
Yeah.
All right, so season 2
Yeah.
is
Oh,
where I think it like goes off the chain.
Yeah.
All right. So just listing off some of these episodes, it's just like classic.
Yeah.
You know, you get fucking Survival of the Idiots.
Oh my God.
Dumped. No Free Rides. I'm Your Biggest Fanatic. Squirrel Jokes. The Smoking Peanut. Shanghai.
Shanghai.
Frankendoodle. The Secret Box.
Frankendoodle.
Band Geeks.
Band Geeks.
The Graveyard Shift.
Okay.
Oh, the
hold on,
Graveyard
Pause. Is it universally known that Band Geeks is the funniest episode of SpongeBob?
It is the funniest episode of SpongeBob.
Yes.
Band Geeks is the best.
Band Geeks is the funniest episode of SpongeBob. Kevin, don't fucking shake your head at
shaking his
me.
head? Why? What's the funniest episode? What beats Band Geeks?
Dude, I don't know. I love the worm.
The worm, yeah. The
Good one.
Worm's good.
wormy.
I just love it because like the stylized of Alaskan bullworm.
That's a good one. But what beats Band Geeks?
Scary and pink. No, I think the Band Geeks is probably one of the at least top 3
That
episodes.
ending is
Absolutely.
killer.
I love
It's so
Squidville.
funny.
Man, there is a lot on here, man. There's just a lot of good.
Snowball Effect.
I didn't realize there were so many good episodes in this season alone.
The Great Snail Race is a good one. I like
That's
that
a
one.
good
So
one.
you
That's a good one.
okay. Also, I did like just listing off because I don't know if we've been going on this a while. We might want to start kind of wrapping up a little bit. But
No, we're good, I think.
are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I know when we started and we're good.
animated shows in general.
Yeah.
What are some of the best?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I was alright. So
Animated comedy.
We'll talk about this, but I was thinking, even though it's not really movies, I was thinking about we could do. I don't know about a future episode,
Okay.
either doing like cartoons,
Right.
or doing like just animated in general, like
All right.
animated films and animated shows. But if you want to kind of
Just briefly glaze
do
over
an
it.
appetizer for it,
Yeah.
Your app,
Um,
your
mean-
mozzarella stick app. You know,
for cartoon wise,
Mm-hmm.
like growing up, SpongeBob was the number 1 for me.
Right.
Okay, Fairly Odd Parents. Was
Fairly Odd
close.
Parents. That was gold.
So Nickelodeon wise was those two.
Mm-hmm.
Those two. The Last Airbender.
Okay. Well, I was kind of gravitating toward comedy.
Yeah,
Here.
but no,
If you
Fairly Odd
count
Parents
it.
is a comedy.
No,
no.
Last Airbender.
that's a comedy.
No, it's not. Airbender's action.
Hold on.
Okay, I
hold
mean-
on.
That has wholesome moments, a lot of deep story,
I
a
would
lot of
saying
character
it doesn't
developments.
classify it as
I would not.
a comedy.
Hey, jumping down my throat before I finish.
All right.
Okay. It is not a comedy. It
Uh-huh.
is. It has a lot of comedy in it.
It does.
You could describe it as it's action, drama, and comedy.
But I think any good story should have at least a fair amount of comedy in it.
But it's not. It's more than a fair amount. It is a lot of comedy.
I'm gonna say it's not comedy just because, like, for
Are you saying
example,
it's
I want
not?
to say I want to say Powerpuff Girls, but that's also more action adventure than comedy, so I couldn't go with that. Even though I love Powerpuff Girls.
All I'm saying is that
Old Powerpuff
it's
Girls.
Powerpuff Girls is great.
it is not just it's not a comedy. The Last Airbender, the show. It's not. But
you enjoy the comedy.
It is very heavy comedy.
No,
in
yeah,
that show.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's a fucking fantastic show.
But strictly comedy, then yeah. I mean, I watched Ed, Ed and Eddie a lot.
Editing, ooh, classic. Good
Invader
one.
Zim, which is really weird.
it's very weird, but it's very good.
Yeah, I'm not into Invader Zim.
into it.
Yeah, just wasn't my thing.
I don't know if you. I mean, of course, not now with the current season, but the original seasons of Samurai Jack are much more comedy heavy.
Funnier, yeah.
They have more than than the new one, the dark one. I think if I'm gonna go into comedy realm when it comes to these shows, man, something about Chowder. All right, you can hate on me for Chowder, but Chowder was just so goddamn cute and funny.
Yeah.
And Schnitzel, they're all based on foods. The patterns stayed. Like if they walked, the pattern would move and change their clothing.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
It's just something that's just funny about that sort of realm of the world. You know,
Chowder's great.
Chowder.
Gumball.
The Adventures of Gumball, man. Oh
Adventures
my
of Gumball.
god. That is the show. That is the show. There's so many like hidden references. There's a grindcore episode.
Yo, nice.
There's a freaking episode where they make up a holiday and grindcore is the theme.
That's
sick.
hilarious,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, and they have all these like little quick-witted things. They have like little anime things, you know.
Sanjay and Craig is a pretty good
Sanjay and
newer cartoon.
This
as well.
isn't newer. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
It's not newer.
That's what I said.
Oh,
I said it's not
thought you
newer.
said
not
it was
newer.
newer.
It's not
Okay,
newer.
okay.
No,
Yeah,
Foster's
that
Home
I
for
watched that one a
Imaginary
lot.
Friends is very good.
I watched that one a lot.
But on the newer spectrum of things, like it's very easy to pluck these shows out. But both regular show and Adventure Time are very good shows.
They have. I think
hate
regular
their
show's a
fan base.
weird one,
Yeah.
but
But
it has.
but
On Hot Topic, you see all these adventure
yeah,
times.
I know it's frustrating, but regular show is just fucking awesome.
It's an
It's
interesting
so
one.
good. It's like it's one of those shows that you get into and you're like not really thinking it's gonna. You think it's gonna be a kid's show, and then you're like, wow, why are these like weird, deep, interdimensional things happening? I don't get it. But leading the way into more like adult cartoon comedies, got to go right for Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Morty.
Rick and Morty's fantastic.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
Of course, The
The
Simpsons,
Simpsons.
one of the best shows ever made. Seasons 1 through 16.
Specifically.
Those are the good ones. Family Guy is
Family
on this
Guy,
list.
yep.
American Dad. That's
I
mine.
was never-
I'm American Dad over
Of
Family
the
Guy.
stuff
That's just me.
McFarlane stuff, Family Guy is the best.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
that's the thing. American Dad and the Cleveland Show are Family Guy. It's the same thing.
It was the first
Cleveland
one.
show is obviously.
Yeah.
I think American,
American Dad has
is
been successful on its own,
Yeah.
but Family Guy, in my opinion, is the best.
I just
Is like of all of his shows, all of his movies that he's made, which I don't think are very good.
no.
Family Guy is his one successful thing I think is really good.
Well, yeah, it's what put him in such good popularity and the rising stars. And you can't go on mentioning South Park.
Oh yeah,
South
South
Park.
Park.
It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway.
South Park is like. Sometimes I hate watching it because like I want to laugh at it on its surface level, but like I know every episode is like deep satire.
Yes, yeah.
And sometimes you think about it and you're like, oh no, this is like kind of artsy.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
is this so like intelligent?
Why is
It
this
shouldn't
actually
be
deep? Yeah.
when they're talking about dicks?
Yeah.
and shit.
It's like genius though.
Yeah.
That is the genius of it. That is the genius of the writing style. It
Yeah.
started out as a dick and fart joke kind of show, and then,
Yeah, then it morphed.
oh
really
my
into
lord, it morphed. It changed.
something really great.
So once you guys have anything else to say about comic shows, movies, or whatever, I want to get into the final segment
Okay.
of our show here.
good
It's
with
Is another game or
the game. Yeah,
The game,
I like to
oh.
end with a game each episode.
Okay.
So this is gonna be where I name two or three different movies, and they have one main correlation
Okay.
that kind of makes them, and you have to name that correlation, like what they have in common.
Okay.
Is two or three movies, and I guess you could come up with like different, like multiple things possibly for like why they're connected, but I have one idea in mind for each. So some of them are pretty easy, some of them are probably too hard. So, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'll start off with an easier one. Okay.
Break us.
All right. So this is three movies: Shawshank Redemption, Stand by Me, The Green Mile.
Stephen King.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Super easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's probably the easiest one. I knew you would get that.
And you went right for
All
it.
right,
Okay.
So I'll keep track of the points.
Okay.
So we got
Tyler with one.
Tyler.
That's playing to your audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll draw. 0. Okay, 0. All right, next one. Space Jam, Jurassic Park.
Space Jam and Jurassic Park is a.
Now the correlation is a certain actor.
It's an actor.
Not all of them are actors. Some of them are like maybe like something that happens. But this is like
This is an actor.
Okay.
Okay. So Space Jam and Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I was about to say Michael Jordan.
Who the hell? Is in
I
both
know
of
Jeff
these?
Goldblum is not in Space Jam.
Jurassic Park doesn't have that many characters. Just
doesn't.
cycle through who's in
But,
Space
like,
Jam.
I don't even remember
I can't
The-
remember
the names
lead.
of
Yeah,
them,
that's the
yeah.
thing. I can't remember the lead
characters from Jurassic as far as their names
male's
go.
name.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
It's not him.
not
It's
him.
not Sam Neill.
Is it one of the kids? I don't know the kids' names.
Yeah, I think this is just
I think you lost
a
us.
given because this is going to be too hard to remember.
In Jurassic Park, he
Uh-huh.
is a antagonist character. Actually, he's an antagonist in both.
Fuck. What
Who
is
is
your
the antagonist
name?
of
What is your
Jurassic
name?
Park?
I don't remember his name. It's the fat guy.
Yeah, the fat guy.
Fat guy.
Wayne Knight.
Yeah,
I'll
Wayne
give you
Knight.
half a point.
Okay, half a point. That's fair.
Yeah, the fat guy. He's Newman in Seinfeld. He's in both.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! That's right. Now now I'm like envisioning him perfectly in both of those movies.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, so that's half
a-
a point for you said fat guy.
Fat
So.
guy.
Okay. Donnie Darko,
Okay.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This is not character based. Not really, actually. I mean, they have a similar thing in them.
Donnie Darko and Monty Python and the Holy Grail and a similar theme.
Not theme.
Similar thing?
It's not a character. It could be a character, but it's not quite a character that they share.
What the
It's not an actor.
I know Donnie Darko really well, and
Yeah.
I don't know the Holy Grail all that well. So,
Are you trying to like go at for the Black Bunny? Is that what you're trying to go?
Maybe.
yeah, that's it. That has to be it.
It's the Black Bunny.
Frank
but
and the Killer Bunny in
Yep.
Monty Python.
Yep. Is that where you were going, or did you say?
I mean, that's what I was going for, but I forgot about the Killer Bunny, to be honest.
Oh, okay. So Tyler gets the point then.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
the point.
Okay.
That's it. Because I was thinking of the knight who.
And I name dropped.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I didn't
Frank
remember.
was the
did.
name of the rabbit.
So Tyler has 2 points now. Yeah, they both have an evil bunny.
Oh, okay. I was like, they both named
okay.
Frank. What the heck? That's insanely deep.
All right. Okay. Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel and Wizard of Oz, and is this actor or theme?
This is
or
a
character-ish.
an event
An
that
event.
happens that has a similar thing that happens.
Does Kansas get destroyed or something?
The only one I can think of is like the tornado in the beginning of
Zod.
Wizard of Oz,
And
The mouth is the.
I only saw Man of Steel the one time in the theater
right.
I didn't see it in theaters. I was just like, ooh.
when he gets taken to where he like finds out that he's
Superman.
an alien.
No, you're on the right track.
I know,
Before.
like,
Got tornado.
I know that's part one.
The tornado in
The
Wizard
tornado
of Oz.
in Wizard of Oz.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Is there the tornado in Man of Steel?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Also, I just realized this. I didn't realize this before, but they're both Kansas is in both movies.
Oh, okay.
I just realized that.
Oh, that's
'Cause
that's
he's from
cute.
Kansas.
Do I
she's
get
from
half
Kansas.
a point for that, or do I get a full point?
I'll give you a full point.
I can
Okay.
get the full point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's fair. Because I didn't even remember there was a tornado scene in Man of Steel.
All right, so there's 2 more. There's no way that you can really catch up, Alejandro.
That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I won last week. He wins this week.
Okay, so now this one has probably an obvious connection between the 3, but it's not that.
Okay.
It's something you have to look a little bit deeper. Gladiator, Braveheart, and 300. Now they obviously are all like war films,
Braveheart,
period piece kind of.
and
But
300.
something else that they all share?
Don't all share Mel Gibson.
No,
Gladiator, Braveheart, 300.
they're close though. Are they all? They're all sort of an underdog team.
Yeah.
Ish. Well, no, because
No,
Gladiator's
yeah.
an underdog. No,
Gladiator's underdog. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
he is, but like I meant team. I meant the team part
Sure,
of it.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Is this a theme?
Synonymous with
character?
Something that it's a theme that runs through each of them. It's all
The
that
rising hero
involves-
who falls.
and involves a main character. The main character.
Oh, each of them, the character dies at the end.
Yeah.
I just come on. I just said the
You
hero
said
who rises and
falls.
falls.
See?
Like
But
come
you
on.
said-
I went for the theme. I went for the epic artsy one.
Oh my god.
Give him the point. It's okay.
Each of them dies.
Yeah.
They all. I mean,
Russell Crowe dies. Mel Gibson dies, and then what's his name?
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler dies.
yeah.
Gerard Butler.
All right, last one.
What a guy.
Give me that point to Tyler.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Because hey, here's the thing, Carl. You appeal to him. You say it in the most simple terms. You don't say.
Yeah.
You don't say
Yeah.
the character falls.
Yeah.
The character dies.
Rise and falls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Last one.
They dead dog.
I feel like this one might be easy, but we'll see. King Kong. Force Awakens. I'll leave it there. Just 2. King Kong, Force Awakens.
King Kong Force Awakens. We're talking Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Yes.
Okay.
That's this easy. How do you take these two?
Well, it was easier, but then I took out one of the movies.
Oh,
So
one of the
it's two.
obvious
So it's
ones.
two.
Okay,
King
okay.
Kong and Force Awakens.
King Kong and The Force Awakens
They
relate
share
to each other based off
Jack
of
Black.
based off of.
Think about the cast.
That's what I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of who could be in both, by some weird odd chance. Jack. No, okay. Does the audience have any idea?
Oscar Isaacs is not
Nope.
in King Kong.
Oscar Isaac, by the way. Not
Oscar Isaac,
Isaacs.
sorry. Not gonna be Daisy Ridley, obviously.
No.
Is it Carrie Fisher's not in King Kong?
No, she's not.
Harrison Ford.
No,
No,
Harrison
not
Ford's
Harrison Ford, not Mark
I
Hamill.
knew that one.
Yeah.
I knew that one.
Not John Boyega.
No.
No. Is there somewhere like we're just like missing here?
Anthony Daniels.
No, it's not.
Fuck.
Not Adam Driver.
Not Adam Driver.
Is it a costume character? In Force
Yeah.
Awakens?
Oh,
Simon Pegg?
Simon Pegg. Come on, why are you saying it? Allie.
It's not Simon Pegg, though.
Oh, it's not Simon Pegg. I was about to come at you so hard.
It's kind of a costume character.
Okay. It's not the woman who plays Maz Kanata, right?
Nope.
Kind of out of this one. I can't think. This
When you
clearly.
realize it, you're gonna feel so stupid. You're gonna
I'm
be like,
thinking.
Oh, I
Daniel
know.
Craig
I know
is
who
in
it
it,
is.
but it's not
Allie says she knows who it
Daniel
is.
Craig.
I know who it is.
Who's it?
Fuck, what's his name? I mean, he plays the monkey in,
Oh God damn it! No! Don't say it! Fuck! Shut up! No! Oh no! No!
I lost
Say his name.
I don't even know his name.
What is his name?
Say his
No, I
name.
can't remember. Shut up! All right. I'm picturing his face so perfectly.
I know what he looks like. Like it's freaking like.
I got it.
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis.
There it is.
Did not know his
Gollum?
name. I don't know his
Caesar?
name. I don't remember his name.
King Kong. He played King Kong, and he played Snoke in Force Awakens.
He played
That's
Snow.
right.
Yeah.
That's who he played.
Yeah.
Good job, Allie. Allie's
was
the
good.
real,
Yeah.
the real
I did
MVP
have I
here.
had 2 towers on that list, but
Okay.
I was like, that will give it away.
I still probably wouldn't have gotten it right away.
Yeah,
but
I would have definitely been like, nope, I'm out.
But yeah, Planet of the Apes as well. But yeah, Andy Serkis.
good job, Allie.
Yeah,
I'm mad I forgot his name.
Tyler wins that game.
Unanimously.
You got half a point, and that was it. You said Fat Man.
Sometimes I'm good at these games, and sometimes I'm not. Like it's so back and forth.
Are you ever good at that?
Did I not just like win last week with like a landslide?
I know.
I was pretty bad at that
Yeah,
one.
you were bad at that. Yeah,
I don't know
you
actors.
crushed last week. Yeah.
I crushed it. And,
Yeah.
We've had the game shows, the game ones. You actually no, you won most of the game ones too.
I don't play the game ones. I give the game.
Sorry, you won the game.
I won one game on it.
And Mateo always wins.
Well, it's because he knows he like always knows all the like the weird
Yeah, I know. I know.
weird stuff, you know.
I try to throw him off. It never works.
You know.
I just got to throw in like a AAA Western game.
And then he'll be like,
Yeah,
"What
it
is
is.
that? What is that?"
Yeah.
What's Bioshock? But yeah, okay, that wraps up the movie cast for
Alright.
for this week. So we got the Twits and the Instagrams, modern day Renmen. At our website that's never gonna fucking be finished.
Exist.
If we would just get together with those
MonsterRaceHuntsFun.com.
pictures.
It's a running joke. Let's never finish
It's
it.
a good joke.
And shout out to Diego,
Yes.
who's hopefully watching
We
this.
hung out with him.
We hung out with him.
He's a good guy.
We'll get Diego. We'll get you on sometime.
Yes.
Yes,
I like this
that'd
idea.
Be nice. Yeah,
Alejandro shouldn't even be here.
yeah. Just
It's
replace Alejandro with
me.
Diego.
Diego.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Actually, no one will notice.
Yeah. Oh.
We are family.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the joke.
I wasn't calling you fat. I was saying that he looks attractive, like you.
Oh, okay.
So
thank you.
it's a compliment.
I'll
It's a
take
compliment.
that. I'll take that.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, yeah, and then we got
got
our
whatever.
individual Twitters, but no one cares about it. So yeah, okay.